What I worry about is that when we cede control of that which is creative to machines that we've created, we'll lose the tang of what it means to be human. Artificial intelligence is here to stay, and in fact, it's more and more a presence in our lives. That's why we have to learn how to deal with or even dance with this disruptor of all disruptors. It's already involved in almost everything we do. I mean, think about how you get places when you use Google Maps or Apple Maps or Waze or whatever it is. We have our social media predict things that we might want to buy. Think about those creepy ads you get that pop up on your social media after you heard something on the radio or had a conversation with a friend about a particular product, and then it predicts that you might want to buy that and then send you ads for that thing. In fact, you might be watching this video because the YouTube algorithm predicted from your viewing history that you might like this kind of topic. That's why AI, or learning from machines, or machine learning, has often been called a prediction engine or a prediction machine. It's that what it does is it applies certain algorithmic laws to the patterns it sees from the data it receives and then spits out a predicted outcome and then tries to get you to make decisions based on the patterns and the information that we feed that. So it has a positivity in the sense that it can take away mundane decisions that we're already going to make and spend time on and allow us to make bigger, higher order, more creative decisions in our lives. But is that really what's happening? Are we really doing that? There's a psychologist who studies these kind of issues. His name is Tomasz Chamorro-Premuzic, and he's written quite a bit about artificial intelligence and its effect on our ability to work and what we do creatively. And he says that we're not really freeing ourselves up to higher order, more creative ideas when we rely on AI. What he says is that we're becoming more like machines ourselves. He says, we appear to have surrendered our humanity to the algorithms, like a digital version of Stockholm Syndrome. Our very identity and existence have been collapsed to the categories machines use to understand and predict our behavior. Our whole character reduced to the things AI predicts about us. It analyzes patterns, it predicts what we'd like, suggests those things, and in a very machine-like manner, we just click what it suggests. Social media is like that. It curates things for us that we tend to like, and then what ends up happening is we think the world agrees with us, and anybody who disagrees with us, well, they must be fringe wackos, and they have to be stopped. And so it creates a prediction. We simply obey it. We watch the videos it tells us to watch, and then we think that those who don't agree with us must be people who are out to get us and who are someone who needs to be stopped. But it does something more, and this is the part that I really want to focus on, because my worry is not that the machines will rise up in some kind of revolt, in a military revolt, and take over the world and enslave or eradicate humans like the Terminator or the Matrix or whatever it is. That's not what I'm worried about. What I worry about is that when we cede control of that which is creative to machines that we've created, we'll lose the tang of what it means to be human. I recently asked ChatGPT to write 5 different essays in 5 different styles about the dangers of using artificial intelligence to write essays for us. I know, quite meta of me. The results were grammatically accurate and obeyed all the rules we learned in school for writing essays, but they were quite lifeless. But as if to prove the point, each essay included a point that if we rely on artificial intelligence to write for us, we'll lose our individual perspectives, our diversities of opinions, and these kinds of things. Why? Because AI doesn't actually create anything. It doesn't get inspired to write something. It simply scrapes the internet for information, recognizes the patterns, and formulates those things according to the algorithm and according to the prompts we give it, and then it cobbles things together and gives it to us. See, the more we rely on AI to do our writing for us, the less original writing will be out in the internet for AI to scrape from. So it'll start scraping from itself, resulting in far less original material. Now, while AI may be useful to a degree, the human tendency is to let machines do work for us, including creative work. Just consider how much we rely on social media and our smartphones for nearly everything we do, and how much time we spend, or maybe even waste, on those things, and you'll get a picture of what I'm saying. Disruptors like technology have a way of changing who we think we actually are. I want you to think about a time when your cell phone wasn't actually in your pocket, but somehow you still felt it buzzing in your pocket. You know, there are other people who have this kind of sensation. They're called amputees, people who have lost a limb in some tragic accident. They can still feel the hand that's no longer there, tickling or somehow with sensation in it, because their mind had so incorporated the hand into their conception of their body that they still feel it's there even when it's not. We have so incorporated technology into ourselves that even when it's not attached to us, we can still feel it buzzing. Think about the anxiety you feel if your phone is dead and there's not a charger around. All we would do is trade our entire kingdom for a charger just so we can stay connected to our phones and the algorithms that tell us all the things that we need to do. My big concern, friends, is not that the machines will overtake us. It's that we will cede our humanity. The thing that makes us human, the image of God that is indelibly marked on all of us as we give AI more and more control over our lives. We're suffering from an anxiety, friends. We don't know who and what we are anymore. And AI, I don't think will help us in that. I think it might resolve it in a way that will surprise us, maybe even harm us. We'll talk about that in the next part.